everybody. Hi, I love y'all. I miss y'all. I was just so worn out. I really had to rest and have some time to myself. Besides, I was coming to y'all like every day, doing a reading with Jackie O and then with Big Pokey and taking care of the altars when I'm not on the internet. Um, Hit my cash app, make it clap. Hey baby, hi baby dolls 305. I missed y'all too, baby. I'm just tired and I'm here. I'm doing private readings. People pay me to do private readings. I thank them for that. And then I maintain the altars every single day of my life. It's my life. I love it. I'm a spiritualist. This is what I do. And I will do it for the rest of my life. I love it. And I was just worn out. I need to rest. And it's Uncle Gary's birthday. He's here along with King Nipsey, my daddy Jackie Wilson, and Jackie O's been here. Big Pokey's been here. Lord Infamous from 3-6 Mafia has been here. And so Shannon went to his grave and took a picture and sent it to me. And he has a special request. He wants some spicy Cajun. He wants some spicy Cajun collard greens. So she didn't get me everything I needed. She didn't know. I just told her, I'm like, baby, they want him and Nipsey want some spicy greens. Nipsey likes Cajun and he likes Cajun too. But yeah, that's her Uncle Gary. So him and Nipsey are the only one that asked for him. So Nipsey's my favorite, and then Uncle Gary is been right here because he's with my sister Shannon. So those two, just like, damn, I gotta make the sweet potato pie. If I don't do that, I'll do the peach cobbler for them. So I started on it, but she didn't know. I just told her when they said they wanted spicy Cajun, I don't have the shrimp. So she's gonna bring them back to me tomorrow. Um with some steak. I'm sorry, baby. I mean I just thought of it because that's what they said. And so I just did the altar for them. And um what's that? Two businessmen and clowns. I don't know what that means. Um, can somebody please? They said they locked. They locked Brick Baby up. He Eric Holder, big. I don't big homie. Oh, is that the one that was taken up for Eric Holder and said we didn't understand that life? Well, thank you, Mia. Everybody's born with ancestors. And so you have good ones and you have bad ones. So you have to weed out the bad ones unless you want to work with them if they're not hurting you. And everybody has a option to call on them and work with them, as well as what other spirits that you pick, depending on the type of magic that you're drawn to. You said they both have their own businesses and they love to joke. Yes, yes, that's her. You're right. They do. And they'll tell me stuff at the last minute, like spoiled babies. And if I don't, they will get on my nerves until I do. And so when those two ask me for something, excuse me, I just get right on it. I was gonna go upstairs and probably just like lay down because I'm tired. I've been working the past few days and resting in between. And then I thought about it once I just looked at the altar and lit it. I'm like, it's so pretty. No, baby, she gonna order me some raw shrimp, and I'm gonna season them up. I mean, unless you can find some spiced Cajun style, that's good. I didn't know if they had them, but if they do, even if they're frozen, I'll warm them up or brown them and add them to it. But if they not, um, I got the Cajun seasoning, so I'll just season them here and brown them and then add them to it because that's what they said they wanted. And they want some yellow cornbread. And they got some jiffy and some eggs. God damn, they are. And I gotta make the mac and cheese. They always. Oh my god. If you was here in Atlanta, you could get some food, but I can't ship it. I'm not there yet. I can just ship stuff. If you're here, you can get somebody to get your plate or bring it to you. I don't mind. If you're here or if you're close by, you're going to be here. Thank you. You know, I look at a lot of food videos and they look so good. They make the same stuff I make, and then I'm learning, you know, they have their own variations. Everybody has their own variations of fried chicken, mac and cheese, collards, and stuff. The only thing I noticed, the food looks really good, and they add a lot of seasoning, like extra season everything, extra butter, extra oil, extra lard and grease. When I get the space, because my kitchen's not big enough for me to do it, and I don't have anybody to hold my camera. I'm gonna start taping, you know, where I can eat the stuff. That's why I had people to eat it for me because I couldn't eat it, couldn't chew down on a lot of stuff. But one thing I noticed, like the people that cook their own food and they have somebody filming it and they eat their own food, have you noticed most of all of them is fat with a big ass stomach? I don't care if they black, white, young, old, male or female. They fat as fuck. So I looked at that. That's the only thing that was discouraging to me. It's like I know the food is delicious because I grew up on that type of food, but I was a little bit chubby at some points in my life with my grandma growing up in the project because she always cooked and she made us clean our plate. But baby, we didn't mind cleaning them goddamn plates because their food was so goddamn good. But my grandmother cooked with lard. She would use some Crisco sometimes, which I realize now it's not good, but she didn't know no better. She did the best she could with what she had. And back then, stuff was cleaner and purer. So we never got sick. She used the Crisco and the pure lard, and oh my gosh, she cooked them goddamn pork chops in that pure lard grease. Woo, you talking about something goddamn it deep, golden brown and crunchy on the outside and tender on the inside. We was chewing on the goddamn bones. And even in her chicken and them drumsticks, oh, we ate it. I would eat her drumsticks down to the fucking chicken bone and then break the bone and suck the marrow out of the goddamn bones. Y'all know a bitch that can really cook, especially a fat bitch. My grandma was always a big bitch. You know, if y'all was growing up, if you happen, you know it, tap your hand. If you know the fat bitch that can cook like that, wear them house shoes with the heel out, scraping the ground when they walk out there to the goddamn metal dumpster out there in the parking lot, goddamn it, in the projects. Don't act like you don't, but then again, if y'all ain't hood, you know what I'm saying, and grow it up like that. I grew up in the projects downtown Atlanta. Motherfucking Herner home, Bowen home, Tedwood home, goddamn it, Bankhead coat, not court, coat. That's, yeah. Yeah, them bitches like that in the projects, them motherfuckers can cook. And you know, we ain't had no air conditioner back then, so they had them goddamn box fans. They open them windows up downstairs and upstairs, put that box fan in there and turn that motherfucking vent on with that hood. And then, you know, them gas stove. Food tastes different between the gas and an electric stove. So they put that goddamn toast at the bottom of that goddamn gas stove, where you see the blue fire in the bottom with that cheese. That first put that butter on there and that cheese. And that shit melt down, be ooey gooey in the middle, and a little crunch around the edges and crunch on the. Oh, child. Oh. They mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, all that shit was on a whole nubber. Not a whole nother, a whole nubber. Goddamn it, level, goddamn it. So, you know, usually I'm not saying I understand big bitch can cook. You know, if the motherfucker fat, the bitch can cook. But, you know, the nigga fat, and even the men be fat. I be noticed on Instagram and all these videos, they be cooking, the men can cook. They have a stomach and shit, a whole body be goddamn big, cooking them briskets and barbecue ribs and shit. And I said, oh, you know what? When I get to cooking like that, I'm going to have somebody come get a plate because I'm not going to be up here swole up. I mean, some people can wear it. I can't wear that fat and that big stomach, big ass, and big titties. Get so big in the leg, be goddamn and knock needing and motherfucking slew feed it now. And some already got them halfway pigeon toe and got a bow leg with it at the same goddamn time. Oh, that look funny as fuck. I like a baby motherfucking chicken. That's the only thing that discouraged me. I said, well, I can't eat at their house because I know the food good because it's got a lot of seasoning, a lot of butter and shit in it. Then be injecting the meat and injecting the chicken with butter and shit. Oh, I would have to do a whole bunch of exercising, and I need a strong athletic nigga to do a whole bunch of fucking to get all that fat and shit off. You see what I'm saying? Cause you eat like that every day, you gonna be just swole up and funky. You know how some people get so fat and they ass get to wobble like they stink when they walk. I don't want that because I ain't that tall. And I'm not gonna go out here and get one of the operations to stretch my goddamn legs so I can get tall and shit and then stretch that shit out. I just ain't built for it, baby. Yeah, you know they look real stinking when the bitch be fat in the middle, especially if they be short or shout as they say down here. So that it's gonna go around their midsection, around their titties, their stomach, they're gonna have a wrap around. I'm gonna wrap around and they flanks, the top of their ass, all that fat is gonna be gathered up around there. And then don't let the bitch already be close built, because then all that fat meat gonna get in her inner thigh. If she don't exercise, she gonna have that meat rubbing together and them knees knocking. Don't let the bitch be slow. Look like she stank. I done seen some bitches built up like that, and they really look worse than when that meat get around the middle of their body and that stomach get the dipping down. They have about two stomach. They navel start sagging down on top of their pussy. You know what? That's not what this video is about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fried chicken in the bed. I don't know anything about that. I never ate in the bed, but ooh, some bitch like that. Like I said, it remind me of my grandma. When I see them, they cooking like that, all of them be fat, and they sit there and eat their own food, and be closing their eyes and shit, and be eating the chicken and wrapping their mouth around the goddamn chicken bone, the rib bone, like they sucking a dick. And I know it's good then when you get the sucking down like that, but they stomach be puffed out like they have by three, baby, like they be pregnant by three children. I don't want to look like that. So I got to figure out how to cook. Like I said, I'm just going to have somebody come pick up my goddamn plate, because they be eating the whole, like whatever the serving, they be cooking like a big serving. Them bitches be eating the whole pan, and I can't do that by myself. God damn, here it go again. It done caught on fire. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking around, because that's not what I got on here for. I just throwed up because they were asking me for some food. And baby, like I said, if you here, you can get it, because I can't eat all that shit. I don't want to be like that. Thick where you ain't got no business being thick, where it look funky. Well, you see that? That's so pretty. Damn, I wish Shanna could come back, but I didn't tell her. I had just thought they had just brought it to me. It's not her fault. It's my fault, because I didn't know until they just told me that what they wanted. Yeah, that sit on it, don't it look stinking? And them denser cellulite in there with the stomach leaning over it, with their knees, their thighs rubbing together, knees, goddamn it, knocking, feet fat and shit, can't hardly fit in their shoe. Oh, I'm sorry, Latoya. I'm gonna stop. Lord, forgive me. I'm not finna say that no more. It just come in my mind, because that's what I see on some of the video where they be cooking. And I'm like, that food, yeah, don't it be trapped on, like caved up in there, because they had them drawers on and some stockings, and then that meat in the middle be blocking their pussy and they ass. It be just sweating together and rubbed together and stuck together from that fat meat and that sweat. It be stuck together. See? Especially if they be out walking, you can just see that shit just rubbing and shit. God damn, why y'all got to do this? Oh, why y'all got to fucking do this here? Okay, I got that out. That's not what I came on here for. That was totally inappropriate. I'm sorry. I'm going to get into it. I might as well send some down here standing up, goddamn it. You know, it's been on my mind. It's been kind of bothering me, this submarine thing, but I was too tired in the past 3 days to come, because I knew they was dead. If they really did, goddamn it. I really feel like they got DNA samples from them and put of their blood to make clones, and it was really a part of a plan. I really believe that it was done on purpose. And I knew when they started talking about they couldn't find them the first time, and you don't have, which I thought was weird, you don't have GPS tracking, you don't have anything on there, you can't find them. That was weird. And I knew the Navy was involved, because if you all have been listening to my readings the past 6 months, and where Nipsey's grandmother, and Nipsey took me to the North Pole, even around Christmas, where they said it was getting ready to be a big Arctic blast come from the North Pole. That's what Grandma Hustle told me. And you see, right after I said it, it happened. There was a major Arctic blast, she said, moving from the North Pole, Canada, California, all the way down to the dirty South. And that's exactly what happened. And then the dolphins have been talking to me, along with the sharks and the orca whale, and the dolphins that's trapped up in that laboratory up there. She's very psychic. It's three of them, just like I was saying with Tom Cruise and Minority Report, where they said on Minority Report, the female is most psychic. It was her and I think two males. It's a similar setup the dolphin was telling me about in the lab that's controlled by the military. And they said in the sea, if you look at my readings from 4 years ago, it was NIPSEY, NASA, Navy in LA, and dealing with the ocean. And also I said the Navy because that's what the dolphin told me, along with NIPSEY had been telling me, that were over the submarine cities in the ocean. But shit, I mean, in the past few weeks and in the past few days, NIPSEY has been high up looking down, showing me NASA and going down into the ocean. So I knew something bad was going out in the oceans with the submarine cities that the military controls. They have whole cities you don't even know about. People live under the water. And I'm not talking about mermaids that you usually don't see in fictitious people. Like I've always said, the dolphin said it's human beings up under there. And they have cloned fish, cloned orca, cloned sharks, cloned other whales. And orcas are so pretty to me. They are so beautiful. The black and white, they are gorgeous. And them motherfuckers don't want now date. They do not play. Just like somebody sent me a video yesterday. I thank you all for keeping up with these things, because I'd be so tired, y'all. And I can't. Everything I say, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm going to say before I've said it. Many times I'm just like a portal. I'm streaming. Basically, they just use me and they pass the information through. I've also been talking back to the Aboriginal gods. They look like humans, but those Aboriginal people are the descendants of gods, or the gods will sit in them. They will get possessed with them. You think it's a regular human, and it's not. They are activating, and a lot of us that also we come from God men. God, when we come from a higher species, so-called extraterrestrial, and some of the DNA has been altered so bad and the vibration is so low. There are many humans that don't manifest it. And then there are a lot of humans that have the God genes in them that are turned on and activated. Even if you don't mean to do it, they will consciously do it, especially in this particular lifetime over the past 20 years. And they always talked about the indigo children. We have them here, but we also have other species of God men, God women that are connected to the aquatic world, as well as Atlantis, Lemuria, Egypt, and Sirius, and the other planets that have galaxies and cities and stars in them that you don't consciously know about because they do not tell you. And they are coming to activate you. All the extraterrestrials are you. Some people's bloodlines and families are more powerful than others, especially if you are starting to notice your psychic abilities and empath and different abilities and your IQ and intellect dealing with sciences. Different levels of sciences and computer and AI technology. You know, it's also weird. Nipsey told me last night that the so-called people, they were not ordinary humans that were in the baby submarine that they said was basically like a tin can, which is weird to me. I don't know why they didn't reinforce it and make it more durable and have the GPS on it. It just sounds weird. I think they knew where it was the whole time. They knew they were dead before they said they were, but who knows? We don't know if they're really dead or if there's another set of them that was activated or made and then activated once they knew they were going to drop them down there and not let them physically come back. For those to be billionaires, you have to understand, and the public not invited to that are getting access to that. What he was saying, yeah, they were, they had pieces of them. They were chipped as well. They know where those people are. It reminds me of the spaceship Challenger that blew up, and there was one black man astronaut, and they said, oh, they're gone. And then people have found pictures of people looking exactly like all of them, living and working. Even Timothy McVeigh. I saw a picture of a man that's supposed to be a professor somewhere at some school. I think I saw it the past couple of days. It looked just like him. And now I'm wondering about the Unabomber, because see, you have to look at the holidays. When this happened, Juneteenth, a nigger holiday. I'm not trying to be funny. You have to look at that and what other things that we don't know that happened last week leading up to it when that was all over the news, and the Juneteenth holiday. And for some reason, it made me think about Oklahoma. I don't think it wasn't Lovecraft Country. It was another one. I love that actress. That actress. Was she Regina King? If you want a prayer, what you can do, you can have a prayer candle put here, and I could say private prayers for you, but just to do that for everybody, ask me, and for free, I don't have the energy for it. I barely have the energy to pray for myself. So when people do that, I don't understand it, because it's like you want something for nothing. And I'm a human being well, I'm not a human being, but I'm in a human body, and my body's worn out. So just like everybody else that wants a prayer request, want a prayer candle, they send a donation for it. If not, it's nothing that I can do. I mean, because what, you gonna pray for me for free? Huh? You gonna read me? It's amazing how these relationships become one-sided when y'all see and hear someone that you like, or you like the information they have, or you see they have a gift. You want something from them, but you don't want to give anything in return. So anyway, you want the candle? You can have it up here, but I can't do it for free. I'm sorry. I do enough information for free. I give enough. I'm tired. So other things you want, you don't mind, give me a donation for it. I don't mind doing it for you, because I gotta eat, rest, wash my ass, and stop my stomach from getting long and my knees from knocking just like to these goddamn bitches. Now, he was saying to me, I'm not gonna get into all of it over here. Thank you, Christina. Yep, because I have to eat like everybody else. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You asking me to do something in Atlanta? You want me to put it up here? It's not a problem. You don't have to physically be here for me to do what I do, and for the spirits to do what they do. Like I was saying, it's some of these things that Nipsey was talking about with this situation with the submarine. I am not going to. Can you all hear me? My PayPal is my email. It's alexiskttylervp@gmail.com. Can somebody that loves me and supports me put it in there, please? Alexis K. Tyler is all one word. Alexis K. Tyler, VP, as in Vice President, @gmail.com. Alexis K. Tyler, VP, @gmail.com. Okay. It was a Center for Healing. I can't get all into it because it scares me, and I don't want my channel struck again, because they always do that to me, just like they did with Nicki Minaj. And let me say something about that. They're saying TMZ and other sites are saying that's a hoax, that her homeowners association does not want her to move because her husband is a sex offender. However, even if that part is not true, the other part that I said in my reading a couple of months ago when they suspended me for it, and I think it was also around the time that Lisa Presley physically died, is that I said the husband will ruin her reputation in the eyes of a lot of people, and he will have more legal problems, another problem with his reputation coming up that he won't be able to escape, and people will look at her or keep trying to say, not that she cares, not that it matters to her, clearly it doesn't. This thing has caught on fire again. Do you see this? That's the only point I was making. I mentioned in the previous reading trying to warn her, and then her fans took it as if I was attacking her. I wasn't, because Lord Infamous from 3-6 Mafia had came through and told me to warn her that more things are going to come up with her husband and the problems around him that he's having. And people question her judgment in relationships and the type of men that she picks because of his background. And even though he's saying he never raped her and he knew her, it was consensual sex, the woman is still sticking to the story and said, no, it wasn't. He raped me and pulled me. I think she said he put his hand over her mouth and pulled her, literally kidnapped her, pulled her from the bus stop or something. That's the only point I was making. And that's why I saw one person said it was fake. And I'm like, even it doesn't matter to me. Because the point I'm making is the other parts they said about him are not fake. Them using him, her husband, trying to get back at her, what they pointed out and even made petitions around it, put his real face, his real rap sheet. That part is true. So even if the homeowner's part is not true, the other part about him is true, because the woman that's saying he raped her is still saying he did. She will not retract it so that they could go to court and have that dropped about him being a sex offender and having to register as one wherever he goes. That part, which is what I said in my reading, confirms my reading, they would use him and things he's into and more legal problems he was going to have that would also circulate around her. That's why I shared it. But because of that, it's certain things I'm not going to. Hold on. God damn, y'all see this here? Y'all, god damn. I want y'all to see. You see that blue? You see how beautiful that is? See, that's why I can't leave them down here lit because of the shit they do. But do you see how pretty that is, though? And how the blue and the bright sun. Oh my God, absolutely gorgeous. Woo. But I'm going to have to put you out, baby. Let me see from that side how it looks. Oh, wow. Absolutely gorgeous. Y'all checking that? Is big. Okay, I'm going to have to shut you down. Damn, I hate to have to put it out. It's too big. Okay, I'm going to get to some of the things Nipsey told me because he's up high and he said this is tied to outer space. The NASA systems and the NASA space stations and houses, some that are even beneath the planet, like the planets that they're on and on the moon and on the sun, they are inside. They're not all on the surface. They're also inside of different planets and the sun. But I keep saying 3 suns. One of them is a fake sun. It'll burn you up and cause skin cancer. I think that's the one that everybody thinks they see, but it doesn't look the same in every part of the world and in Germany or Europe because it's 3. Okay, he's saying that the space stations, the humans that live up there, and some of them are not humans, they are cloned beings or half and half. I call them half and half because some of them still have the basic structure of a human being, the cells, the heart, the mind, but they're chipped, like with the Neuralink, like with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is also tied to this program. The billionaires that are in there are tied to very wealthy elite families that are part of this system and the program they're setting up. Why they were in that submarine and the programs that they had in that submarine are tied to you and the New World Order and Wall Street, looking at stocks and bonds and money systems and computer programs and Bitcoins, all forms of alternate currency that are paperless currency that are getting ready to shut this system down and move you towards the one world order, the New World Order. Because why? Because you would have to look at J.P. Morgan and the Titanic, because that's what they said they was down there looking for. And I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, is J.P. Morgan, what is it? It's not Chase. It's either Wells Fargo. Please tell me which one. If y'all don't know, Google it for me right quick, because I was going to close this out and come back and look up some more stuff Nipsey was saying. But since I'm here, I was just going to stay here. It's either J.P. Morgan or Wells Fargo connected to food stamps and processing is the money goes to one of those banks, because food stamps Even though people pick at them, I don't, because that's a multi-million dollar, probably multi-million dollar business because it's tied to banks. And there are banks that have to produce it, and over the food stamp program, which is now digital, and the money that's on the food stamp cards. It's like people get checks, like for checks, SSI checks, and food stamps, and they're all digital, and everything's going to move to digital. That was a sign that this was going to crash. He mentioned them. He mentioned the Bermuda Triangle and Jekyll Island, the creature from Jekyll Island. And I was looking at it, and people are even saying, okay, hey, Spook TV, thank you for coming. I love your presence. Yes, all those billionaires were connected to the city. You said JP Morgan is proud to bring leading edge technology and powerful information management tools of EBT. Thank you, baby. PGM Williams, thank you. Okay, I was right. That's what Nipsey was telling me. It's all tied together along with Epstein and Epstein's client and the sex traffic. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Some of the stuff I'm not going to get too deep in. You know, other people will break it down and get deep in it because people have been saying for years. Oh, wow. Well, one thing I like about them, though, they will give you a chance to get your money. Yes, in Jekyll Island, Georgia, JP Morgan was one of the members, and what they're saying, there were people on the ship that were opposing him and the Federal Reserve, on Jekyll Island, where the bankers were meeting and to form a monopoly on the United States system. For some reason, Nipsey brought up to me Watergate. When I saw that submarine down there, which would deal with President Nixon. He mentioned Jimmy Carter. He mentioned JFK and his son. JFK, Bobby Kennedy, and then his son JFK Jr. because they were assassinated. And Ted Kennedy. I don't know if Ted Kennedy is still physically living, but I think he was tied to Chappaquiddick. Now look at that. Remind me, ain't Ted Kennedy the one that with that girl when she was young and drowned that goddamn girl down there in Chappaquiddick? Correct me if I'm wrong. See, Nipsey's bringing me to these things that tie into water and into ocean water. And you know, a lot of them, just like when they buried JFK Jr., they said they come from the sea and they go back to the sea. They burn them up and take them and scatter their ashes out there because they said that's where they come from, aquatic beings. And it has been said that JP Morgan murdered some of the top billionaires and bankers that were opposing him on the Titanic. They set it up. He set it up to sabotage, have to get out there in that storm, and they pre-calculated it. I want to sit when I got time and talk to him, JP Morgan, and see what he says. And then with the Juneteenth thing, I was saying Regina King, I think that's her name, Regina King. That's one of my favorite actresses. She was in this show. I'm trying to remember the name of it, where her and some of her descendants came from Oklahoma. Her granddaddy came from Oklahoma, and he was traveling through time. He had psychic abilities and magical abilities to move through time. And she went to this museum where they were taking DNA to see if she had any descendants from Oklahoma, and found out it was her grandfather. And they had Dr. Manhattan in there, who was a black man. And what's that other man from Miami Vice, the first Miami Vice that came out, the white one with the blonde hair? I forgot him, but he's a really good actor too. I always thought he was handsome. He was in it, and he was playing the police sheriff. And her granddad, yes, Don Johnson. Thank you, baby. I'm glad I described it in a way y'all could pick up on it. Watchmen, goddamn it, yeah, on Netflix. That's some good shit right there. Goddamn it, watch motherfucking men. That's what for some reason that remind me of Juneteenth. And I wonder what finna go on or what is going on in Oklahoma right now. Do y'all know of anything? I have the news. If anything going on in Oklahoma, if not, it's getting ready to, because it was that where I know, okay, Rosewood, Florida was one of them, but then also something happened. I think, was there a Black Wall Street in Oklahoma, and they were set up and murdered by the KKK, and their land was taken, and that's where they got the base model for Wall Street and took it over. Those is what Nipsey was saying that was coming up is tying into more destruction for Black people, so-called people that see themselves as Black, which would be dead, and locking up, binding, locking down in an economy, shutting doors, closing opportunities, more human trafficking and sex trafficking, and more Black bodies missing. Because that ritual was done also, and I think during that holiday, wasn't it a lot of killing last weekend? The holidays in different places, Chicago, other places, just killing of Black people, killing Black people, even some children. And I don't know, I think some of the children I saw have turned up, okay, but a lot of the children they say are missing in these different states. Black children and Black women are still missing. They haven't heard from them or seen them. This is a sign of a bad economic downfall for particular groups of people that they want to eliminate and shut out and lock down and control. When it happened for this weekend, it was the reverse, as there was a party and these people are celebrating. On the other side of that, there was a flip side with sacrifice, humiliation, degradation, death, and a shutting down of particular parts of the economy and the money. I think they said, in July was the new Fed Now equivalent of Cash App. And the banks are going to let you know about how they're going to take the money and process the money and change it from one form to another. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to work on trying to have the cash gone, shut down, and control everything you do and watch everything you do. And you won't be able to roam around with money in your pocket doing what you want and having private transactions without them knowing about it. He's looking up, he's up and he's looking down trying to tell me. And I'm like, what are you, damn? Because he's so brainy. All this stuff he's talking about is dealing with numbers and mathematics. It's not about feelings for humanity, a heart for humanity, being concerned about you as a person and what's going to happen. No, it is all based on their system of numbers. And he said the beast, the computer system called the beast. Everybody is numbered. Your social and everything about you is in the computer called the beast. And they're wiring up the whole system to bring in the beast economy, where everything is based on a computer and numbers, your fingerprint, your retina, and they're going to encourage people to get that Elon Musk brain mapping thing or that brain chip. I saw one of those brain mapping things that he has. It's like it's folded up, and then when they put a hole somewhere in your skin or to put it, slide it up in there, and then they open it up. It looks like a fruit roll up, and then they open it up and to spread it all over the surface of your brain. Yes, it's going to be something happen down there. Let's watch Oklahoma too. That's just not the only place. That's one of the places. You said, wait a minute, baby, they didn't have any power. They got some power now. Yeah, I did see it was some kind of tornado, something whipped through there. Didn't I tell y'all it was Water World with these tornadoes showing up 2, 3, 4 at a time, tag teaming motherfuckers, double teaming and triple teaming motherfuckers? where they go, and I saw them storms on the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean whipping up, goddamn it, and on them islands and moving from them islands. Those things have intelligence in them because it's a lot of our ancestors that was murdered. Native American ones, indigenous people, so-called black, and their blood is coming up out that ground. Black Indians, blacks that come over here from Africa, our Native American ones, and some of our European ancestors are getting up out the ground. They are in that water, and your body is like 70-80% water. So they will talk to you. So whenever you know it's going to be a storm coming through an area, because I think it was last week, they said a tornado had come past the Florida line into Georgia. And I saw yesterday, I think yesterday, day before, there was a dog in DeKalb County neighborhood that went and opened the trash can. Somebody looked behind the dog in the trash can. It was an explosive device. They had to evacuate the whole area, as well as lately those storms and tornadoes have been hitting certain parts of Georgia. Well, like I told you, because your water, you can connect with the water, and based on whatever entities and ancestors are in the water, and tell it, don't come your way. Don't come down your street. Don't hit your building. Don't hit your fucking house. When our ancestors would do the rain dances, or to move the storm in a certain way, or the fire dances, because they know who they are, they're going to trance. They tap into the energy of whatever the entity, as well as calling the ancestors. They always honor their ancestors when they're dealing with a certain crisis, or they need a certain answer, or a healing, or a demonic entity removal. You know, this young man came on to my page, and I like him. I don't have any hard feelings right now. I do not. And I think he's handsome, and he's very intelligent. But I think that when I am a humble person and I compliment people, then they think they can disrespect me. Or that you could tell me what to do, or that you're smarter than me. Now, I'm not saying you're not smarter in certain things, but one thing you're not smarter about is telling me what I should and should not do with my life. He came over here a couple nights ago and said it about 3 or 4 times. You need to stop talking to these dead people. God is against that. God speaks against that. You need to leave that alone so that me and you can do this and that. That's not the first time he said it. And I just kind of, laughed it off, and I erased it. And he kept saying it. This is against God. Leave these people. Not leave these dead people. And I'm like, wow, that's bold. Because it's my page. And I don't come on your page, and I don't agree with a lot of stuff he does, because I would never be a total fucking vegan. I started looking like I smoke crack. When I just do vegetables and eat a salad, I can't, and that wears your teeth out, all that goddamn chewing. And then all that bulk fill up your ass, and that shit hurt trying to come down. All that roughage and cabbage and carrot and shit. But do I say something about the motherfucking shit? No, I do not. Some days I just want vegetables. Like that's all I had today. Baked potato, and I made my green drink with my kale, my lemons, my ginger, my water. I blend it. I don't juice it so I can get the bulk for my bowel. I do that about 2 or 3 times a week. I don't want any meat. But when I want it, I have the right to have it, and milk, because I eat what's indigenous to my region, which is Georgia. And I knew that I was never a sick child, never had bad teeth, never had bad hair, never had bad skin. When I was with my grandma in the projects, and I ate a natural diet, plus she had a garden on the side of the projects. Right down the side of the building, they gave her a big plot of land. When I try to do just vegetables and chewing all that goddamn salad and hay and shit, I ain't no goddamn horsey. And I ain't no goddamn elephant. And they some of the biggest, strongest animals in the world, and they're supposed to be vegan. I'm not one of them, okay? So I eat that shit. I noticed my gums had started to recede. My hair started to shed. I got so little from just having all that water, from just salad and no calories in it. You could see the bones in my face look like a fucking junkie. Okay. I looked it up, and it said A lot of times when people go to a vegan diet, they start shedding hair. They may have some gum recession and shit because the body has to adjust for you not getting the protein. It's not for me. But do I say anything to you about what you do? I don't really give a fuck because I'm not fucking you or sucking you. So your diet means nothing to me. I don't judge people, but people want to come over here and tell me what I can and cannot do and who I can and cannot talk to. I politely answered and I said, you do you, I'm going to do me. But one thing you're not going to do is make me stop doing what the fuck I want to do and talk to who the fuck I want to talk to. You can't change it and you can't change me, just like I'm not trying to change you. But I respectfully, I agree to disagree, but don't do it on my page, okay? Because this belongs to me. Now, I kept my cool. Like I said, I still like the young man. And I still think he's fine. But if you, in order for you to be my friend, if the only way I can look at your fine ass and have you come over my house is that I gotta stop talking to dead people that you said were physically dead, because I know they're not dead, then I guess I better find another young nigga to look at, goddammit, because it won't be you, because dick don't run me. And a cute nigga and the possibility of getting some dick from you, that means nothing to me. Because there's too many niggas I know. Crackers, Chinese niggas, whatever. So, and dick ain't never ran me. So y'all don't like what I do? It's real easy. Just stay the fuck out over here. What you say, Pretty Toes in Oklahoma, they were stating that they didn't have any power and that they warned people of loot. Damn, did they start looting over there? Doesn't he talk to dead people like Jesus? Yeah, I was talking about it, saying the Bible and Jesus, but see, that's not the Jesus that I talk to. It would be Yahshua, or in Jewish text, Hashem, which would be the God. Jesus, like the God, the creator, not Jesus. Because in Judaism, they don't worship Jesus. They're not looking for Jesus to save him. They say he's just like you. He was a man. He was a prophet, very elevated and spiritual man, yes, but a prophet, not God. He's God's child or a prophet of God. So, yes, Joshua, yes, in the Bible, but when you're dealing with, like I said, Judaism, they call God Hashem, not Jesus. Jesus is the prophet to them. The same thing he do, you shall do. He even said in their Bible. But it's a lot of deleted books and texts that they don't want you to know, so you will know you are God, you are Jesus. And you're going to have to save yourself with what's coming down, tied to this goddamn submarine, and why billionaires was crammed up in a submarine with no toilet and a little bit of oxygen, and said they had a straw or something to breathe through. I don't know how they were pissed. I bet it was stinking the hell in there because they were trapped in there, had to piss and shit. But then again, like I said, I doubt if they had to do that because they wasn't down there as long as they telling you they was down there, if they even did not fucking survive. And then, of course, they're going to tell you, oh, it ain't no body part because they broke all up. How you know? How you know? Because Nipsey's telling me something different. And this is all based on digital currency, digital technology, and also the digital and biotech technology that they're using to create AI beings and an AI system totally controlled by AI, and beings that look like humans that are basically AI. They tap into you and spy on you and know everything you do and tell all your business. You have no business. All your appliances will be AI. They already are. Some of these appliances you get spy on you, your TV spy on you, and report back to the system that created them. So it's basically like mini bots, like little children that come back and tell their mama, the motherboard, everything that you do and what they see, and basically video your ass. So it's going to get even worse at this point. Yep, there was no J. You're right, Spook TV. There was no Jesus. There was nobody with no, because the letter J did not exist in that, in Aramaic. And so it's so much that it's starting to come out now that they didn't want us to know, and knowing the power of who you are. And if she kept saying, watch the currency, watch the banks, watch your digital currency, and watch Wall Street, and watch the stock market in London. Like they saw London Bridge is falling down and the Big Ben clock. He said, because that they rule the world from there. But we know the capital of finance in the US is New York City. He said, but watch it. And then also watch China in the yen. China BRICS, basically. So that's what Russia, India, China. I'm also picking up, now Saudi Arabia has joined them. You have to watch those nations that are under BRICS and watch London, because they make all the rules, but then they will also go back to the popes and the Jesuit. See, that I don't, and the Federal Reserve, because it's not really the United States like you think it is. They control your banks and your currencies, and they're already writing and rewriting the laws. And right now they're doing a lot of sacrificing. I'm not even surprised that we're not going to see another entertainment murder with rappers and arrests and bait. These people are tied into not just sex trafficking, but also drug trafficking and murder, controlled by private mob organizations that control these black rappers that y'all look up to so much, I think are so special. That system, he said, is getting ready to crash, and it's like out with the old and in with the new. So some of those rappers we see from old school, they're now taking them, replacing them with the new that are not as good, that are watered down, sell out, and inferiors, instead of paying homage to them and paying them what they owe them, paying them what they're worth. They're making a synthetic copy of them, a mutant copy that is not as good as it really. Even the music now is not what it was. The rappers now are not what they were. I'll come back when I can and get back into Bootsy. What you said, baby? Tomorrow is a wicked BT. Yeah, we know. That's totally satanic. And somebody said that Tyler Perry owned it, bought it. Then I see on somewhere else he had not. He does not own it. Well, Cash App already crashed. They're going to close that down and replace it with Fed Now. You can look that up. That's the government Cash App, the federal Cash App. Yes, Brazil. Look at Brazil too, Jody. I don't know if they're a part of BRICS or what is going on there with Brazil, Guatemala, Mexico. This also ties to Iran-Contra. That would be with Ronald Reagan, Ollie North, the daddy Bush, George Bush. All this was planned to be implemented back then. You can see when Bush did his speech, the daddy Bush, George Bush Sr., when he said, we'll be bringing in a new world order, and we will win. We will be very successful. See, these people have the power. That's why they pick certain celebrities to speak for them and to lure in the youth and put demons on them and turn them into witches and warlocks to seduce the youth. They will come back through time. All these people that you think are dead, because he's mentioning dead presidents. Nipsey's mentioning dead presidents and mentioning the Navy. And I think y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If you look at that sub, that baby sub that just crashed down now, the government and the Navy had something to do with searching for them, because that's a government program. With that submarine down there, it's tied to military. Please tell me if I am getting this wrong, because in the past, a lot of those videos are not on this channel, but they're on other channels on my website. I titled them Nipsey, NASA, Navy, when he was dealing with the military and technology. And he said there was a naval office near the marathon and that they were spying and in the ocean. And people had found it for me and sent it to me to verify it. He said, Dr. Sabi, you are not talking to Nipsey. I mean, well, Dr. Sabi, why are you over here? You call yourself that, But why are you over here? You don't know who I'm talking to. And if I'm not talking to them like I say, then why has what I said they said come to pass and being verified? It's like basically just stay away from me. Don't come over here. Stay away from me because I don't text you. I don't call you. I don't come to your page. I don't tell you you shouldn't say what you say or do what you do. I don't really care what you do. You're a grown ass man. Do you? I'm a grown ass woman and I'm a do me. And if I'm not talking to them, prove that I'm not. And of all my readings and everything I've said over the past 5 years, then almost 5 years since 2019, then go back and watch the readings and then show everything I've said is not true. But then to come over here and you call yourself Dr. Sabi, but you're not related to him. He didn't know you. He didn't have anything to do with you. But yet you call yourself Dr. Sabi Jr., whatever you call yourself when you out there talking about people begging for change down here in Atlanta at the fucking health food store. So, I mean, but did I say anything about that? No, I didn't. I never judged you. I never attacked you. And how you be out here begging for people to give you some change to eat. Preferably, I see you begging women, not men. That's usually what people do. They beg for money. They don't fuck with the men for money because they know them niggas don't want to hear that shit and ain't finna go for that shit. You beg women for money so you can go get you something to eat. But in between your begging, you come over here and try to insult me and fuck with me, and I never insulted you. I never even mentioned your name, Dr. Sabi Jr., but we know you're not Dr. Sabi. You're not Dr. Sabi Jr. You're not his child. You're not affiliated with him. But when you up there doing your videos and then take a break, hey, ma'am, oh, you sure look nice. Can I have some change to get me something to eat? Did I say something about that? We'll get you a tofu sandwich and some crackers and cheese. I didn't say a goddamn thing about it. It's none of my business. You're not my man. And you're not coming over here begging me and asking me for shit. I never said anything. And then lately you come over here and keep insulting me? Like, why? I really don't get it because I don't go around making fun of people. But you come over here trying to do that shit to me. Yeah, I know, but that's what he calls his channel, Dr. Sabi Jr. That's what he calls himself. That nobody hardly watches. Yeah, you say I'm not talking to them, but and we know the energies and entities are here by the way the candles are responding on my altar, but I don't go outside. I hardly even leave the house. I don't be out on the corner talking about Nipsey told me this and Dr. Sabi told me that. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Can I have 50 cents so I can go up there and buy me some of them cheese cracker with the peanut butter in the middle of it and get that cheese whiz with that little stick and spread that processed cheese on my cracker and eat it out there? Then go over there in the dumpster and get me some leftover people done throw it away out there in the trash can, then come back and do my show and say, oh, Nip said this. Wait a minute, hold on. But I'm saying that man said that, but then I got to go over there and go in the dumpster and shit. Do I do that? At least I can feed my goddamn self and pay my motherfucking bills. I mean, but you gonna come over here and say that goddamn shit about me and fuck with me. But I don't say nothing about nobody unless they motherfucking fuck with me. So yeah, okay, to you, I'm not talking to them. I'm making this up. And that's all good and well. But if I want a snack right now, I can just go open that candy right there and eat some candy right out that damn box. Do I have to go outside and knock on my neighbor door? You got some peanut butter over here and some old bread and stuff? I just make me a sandwich. You got an egg? I can go in there. See, I don't be out here doing shit like that. I don't be out here fucking with people and get on the video and then go over there on the side. Got some potato chip. You got some mayonnaise. See, I don't do that, but that's what you be doing though. Begging bitches at the fucking health food store down there, Whole Food downtown Atlanta and shit. I'm glad that y'all love me and support me. Donate for me to continue to do the work I do and put people who y'all love and think about up on the altar and put their candle up here for them and put their food up here for them. I'm so glad that y'all look out for me, goddammit. So that I don't be out here with no nappy afro and damn one of them old damn Dixie cup that you get out the damn bathroom to put a little water in. I don't have no Dixie cup in one hand and a cell phone on the other, talking about people and trashing people. Then, hold on, you think you can have you sure look nice today. That's and then you think you can have spare a little chain. So I go get me a glass of milk over there and get me a tofu burger after I get off of him. See, see, I didn't do none of that. You want to come over here and talk about me? Wow. I can't believe he did that. He got my phone number and everything. He done text me on my phone. You could have said that shit to me in private, but now want to come over here and pick at me and insult me and shit. Grown ass man. Squatting in people's house and then I ain't got nowhere to stay and then be up there begging. See, I mean, I don't respect no grown ass. To me, you're not grown. If you a grown ass man staying in people's house, squatting and then begging women that you don't know for some change to go out there and buy you a tofu sandwich and a tofu salad with some seaweed and bean sprout on it. You're a vegetarian, so you're better than me and your vibration is higher than mine. Because see, that's what I'm tired of. And I'm going to leave this alone. That's what I'm tired of. All these black people with their hair nappy and don't take no bath or go and break in somebody's house when they out of town in the military, squat in their house, don't pay no rent, begging, using their dick and their ass as change to stay somewhere with a bitch they ain't got to pay no rent or get out and trash everybody. And then beg strangers with that damn tin cup or that damn Dixie cup that they done picked up off the ground. But you're better than me, and your vibration is higher than mine because you only eat plants and you don't eat meat. But since your vibration is so much higher and you're in a more God state, then why you can't manifest no motherfucking money? A grown ass man picking at a woman. I'm over here minding my business, but then you go out in Atlanta and beg women for some change and then be squatting in other people's house and can't pay your damn and can't manifest the money you need to manifest and ain't got no views on your motherfucking channel or subscribers and shit. I mean, it was like a week ago, he was doing a live and nobody was watching. I went over there setting a live just to show some support. Now you're going to come over here and trash me? I was even willing to pay him to help me when I was looking last year for somebody to fix my air conditioning and say he didn't have no car and he couldn't get over him and he was in somebody else's house squat. You know what? I'm going to shut up. But you publicly insulted me, so I'm going to do it back because, see, I am sick of people trying to come for me because you don't like what I do spiritually and you say I'm not talking to you. If you can't fucking see them and hear them, you can't even buy you none of them damn peanut butter sandwich with no bean sprout on there and no damn ketchup and mustard on it. But you telling me what the fuck I can't do and who the fuck I don't know who the fuck I ain't talking to. You can't see, you don't have the gift, so you don't even know who I'm fucking talking to. You don't even have a gift to generate no car, no new car, no new house, and money to pay your bills because you up there playing on fucking black women down here in Atlanta. But you gonna sit here and fucking do that shit to me? I ain't never said nothing bad about you until now. And let me I ain't even never said anything bad about that man. I ain't never disrespected him in private, on the phone, or on no text. I ain't never came to his video and said nothing fucked up about him, even though he showed on his video for everybody to see. Yeah, can I have some change? Give me something. Did I say something? Say a goddamn thing till now. Man, now y'all not finna step on me and disrespect me, and I ain't finna stop doing shit that I motherfucking do. And whoever I say I'm talking to, I ain't gonna stop saying I'm motherfucking talking to him because you can't prove that I'm not motherfucking talking to him. Oh, let me, can't believe that shit. I'm gonna get up here right now because I'm tired. I'm gonna take a break. I've been up standing up just holding this phone for an hour. Y'all love me and support me. Continue to donate. And like I said, if it's anybody in particular that you want a candle up here for, or you want to put some food up here for the altar, send a donation and I'll be glad to do it. It's Queen Drip, King Nip, Queen Drip, King Nip, Queen Drip, King Nip. It's all one word. I have a blue candle lit on my altar. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon to come back and give you some more of what he gave, of what Nipsey gave me.